welcome to another Photography Club Network video. I'm your host, Daryl Briggs. Today we're going to be talking about making a camera purchase. I get asked a lot of times, Daryl, what's the best camera? What camera should I purchase? What camera do you recommend? Those type of questions. Well, the short answer is that there's no one right camera for everybody. That's why there's so many makes and models of cameras out there. And you really need to ask some questions and figure out a few things to get the right camera that's right for you. Now the good news is that it's not really that difficult. Most camera makes and most camera models are very good cameras, so we just have to match up the right features and options for you that'll go good with you. Obviously you need to get a camera within your budget range. Most of the manufacturers have a kind of entry line of cameras. They have a mid-level prosumer type line of cameras, and then they have their professional line of cameras. Even the entry-level cameras take wonderful pictures these days. The technology is really, really good, and you can get some wonderful images with just some very basic entry-level cameras. Shop for the camera though that obviously has features and options that are going to help you with the type of photography you do. If you're a sports photographer, you're going to need a camera that's going to take fast frames per second. If you're a landscape, that feature may not be quite as important to you. If you're working with if you're doing a lot of wedding photography, for instance, you may want a camera that captures good low light images. One with very high ISO or very low noise when you're working in low lights and such. So getting the right features in a camera is probably the most important thing. So be asking yourself, hey, this is the type of photography I do. What are the features? What are the options that I need for this type of photography? And then get a camera that matches up well with what you do. Get a camera that fits good in your hands. Most of them are pretty similar. Some of them are heavier than others. Some of them have a few dials and knobs in different places. If you can go to the store and pick one up and try it, see how it feels in your hand. If it feels good, great. But if it seems awkward or weird to you, you may not want to get it. You may want to look for another one and such. Getting one that feels right in your hand is a pretty important feature. Don't over purchase a camera body and under purchase a camera lens. Okay, if you've got a set amount of money, don't go out there and get a really, really good body and then skimp on the lens. Most likely you're not going to keep that camera body anyway. You're eventually going to replace it, and when you replace it, you're not going to get rid of the lens you bought with it. You're going to keep using that lens. So camera bodies you might use 3 or 4 years, but a lens you might use 6, 7, 8, 10 years. So don't skimp on the lens. In fact, I'd really rather see people purchase high quality glass that they can continue to use from one camera body to the next, rather than purchase a really high quality camera and then get a cheap lens. Lastly, check out dpreview.com. That's dpreview.com. It stands for digitalphotographicreview.com. It's a wonderful site. They have great reviews on cameras and on lenses too, and they go through it. If you're real technically inclined, they'll give you all the technical information you want. But if you're not so technically inclined, they have great summary paragraphs that say, hey, this is what the camera does good, this is what the camera does not so good. Same thing with the lenses. So that's Digital Photography Review or dpreview.com. That's about it. Thank you for joining us. Check out the photographyclubnetwork.com site. Check out your local club sites. Get active with the clubs, and hopefully I'll see you at an event soon sometime. Thank you.